Carroll was awesome because it was small. I mean, I knew all my teachers by first name. I had classes with 4 people in them at times. And so Carroll didn't teach me I couldn't do.
He liked to challenge the system, let's put it that way. As a computer science major at the time, I know that he really wanted to try new things and push the department in directions that I think was a very big stretch at the time. And so I think while he was very successful in that program, I think it was also something where he really did work hard to make the program better in his own way. And a lot of that was just kind of maybe challenging the norms of the time on how things worked. And that to me seemed like a really big predictor of where he'd end up in life.
I got lucky. I mean, the PC industry literally invented itself right in front of me as I was in college.
A lot of students wanted to study from the books and the lecture notes and be able to ace the tests. And in my classroom, you couldn't do that. Because I said to the students, on your first job, it's going to be nothing like what it is you've done here. So how should you extrapolate from what we're talking about here into solving things you've never seen or dreamed about before? Chris got it.
So when I was leaving Carroll, I put myself on what I would call the front of a rocket ship. And basically the tech industry was exploding and I was trying to put myself right in front of it.
What was really nice is Chris was able to almost create our own jobs. There wasn't a blueprint for these jobs in Intel or a Microsoft or a Cisco. You almost had to create what the job was to make the difference to grow the marketplace.
I was 28 when I joined Intel. I was 4 years out of college and I'd had, as I said, a fairly quick indoctrination into the tech industry, working at coding during college and then a city government and then a startup. That wasn't a very long span, but at the same time it got me a glimpse of things I wanted to do. The label of the job I took at Intel was technical marketing engineer. So I was technical, I was marketing, I was an engineer, And it's still a term at Intel, it's a title at Intel for those people like me that can span a lot of different areas and are good with customers, are capable of listening, are capable of solving and creating solutions, and actually can put their hands to work with the technology.
Eventually got work at Intel. I asked him, I said, Chris, what are you doing at Intel? He said, well, I'm trying to make it easier for your kids to use computers.
Understand that the tech industry, when I started it, there was no internet as we know it, and I wanted to work on that. And we were actually able to then go create, at that time, what we call intranets. And we were connecting these boxes to mainframes that cost $50,000 and setting up Ethernets, which are now internets.
He saw the power of what the technology could do. So because he could see the end state of where people were aspiring to be, he was often having ideas that the exact technology didn't yet exist, or maybe it took pulling together multiple technologies into a singular solution that would, again, come back to solving real problems that real people have. Not about the speeds and feeds of the technology, really, how did it make people's lives better?
I believe in all of our jobs, we have opportunities where we can extend our jobs into doing good. We just have to find them.
There's a whole list of accomplishments. The first one was LAN desk, the next one was plug and play, software as a service, and Web 2.0. How many people use that stuff?
Jim DeLong always says it, and then I say, no, it wasn't quite. He gives me all the credit, and it's like, no. I will give myself credit for taking the bull by the horns and organizing an industry to fix itself. Almost every company in the world is using residual elements of that work and the standards that spun out from that. Did I do it? No. But did I get it started? I think I had a big part of that.
Chris, I want to personally, congratulate you on this award. I think you are probably the most deserving person I can imagine.
From our family to your family, congratulations.
Congratulations, Chris. You've made a big difference to Intel's business and the enterprise. But I think more importantly, you've made an enormous difference to millions and millions of lives in the world by bringing technology.
You didn't just change the lives of people outside Intel, you changed the lives of people inside Intel as well. And I know how much you love Carroll, so I'm sure this means so much to you. Congratulations.
I'm excited that I can create my own career. I'm excited that I can create a message to people about their career. And that makes this award awesome and wonderful and exciting. Because I hope you all go off and get an award like this because you're happy with what you've done.